We are one of the largest witness population anywhere outside Bhutan. There were vandalism cases, there were theft cases, even there were assault cases. People didn't want to call police. How do we build relationships? So where do we build the trust?
My name is Sergeant Keith Barker. I am the Field Training Office Sergeant for the Columbus Division of Police. Community immersion training is training that the recruits and probationary officers will go through while here at the Academy. We felt that having a project where young officers could go out into the community and identify a problem, start to work on those critical thinking skills, try to engage in positive conversations with the public, that would be very beneficial as they move in through that first year of probation. They actually come and do a 30-minute presentation on the identified problem, what steps they took to remedy the problem, and whether they were successful or not.
Prior to working on 18 Precinct, I had never interacted with a Nepali community member whatsoever. I didn't even realize that that community existed before I worked 18 Precinct. Working on 18 Precinct, you have an approximate 1 in 4 chance of interacting with a community member, a Nepali community member on a run. So I felt that we really needed to do something to make sure that we were bridging the gap with that community. When we started our project, we initially started by going to different businesses, Nepali-owned businesses, in plain clothes, just as people, asking them how their interactions with the police have been, what's been good, what's been bad, and what we could do better.
A lot of it was just listening and hearing what they had to say, and then also it's a two-way street. So we had some things to say and gave them a little bit of input on how we operate as police officers.
They approached me with the idea that they wanted to understand the community more. They were explaining to me how the program works, and then I also said what my expectations were, what I had seen in the community for last several years, how people were not very negative about it, but also fearful of inviting police in many ways. And I took time to explain to them, look, it's not that personally people are against police here in the United States, but the thing is that people have trauma relating to police back home. We were persecuted mainly by police, not by army so much in Bhutan. So people really have fear towards the people who come in uniform. How do we take away the anxiety of relationship? That is very, very crucial. It's not only with the Vietnamese community, it's across the community. How do we take the anxiety out of the conversation? It really solves a lot of problems where things are escalated because there was anxiety involved.
As police officers, we want to make sure that we're getting the quote-unquote bad guy off the street and et cetera, but we don't want to have to arrest people that unnecessarily. And one thing that I encountered while I was up there was Nepali members getting traffic warrants because they didn't understand how the tickets worked, and it was just a simple communication barrier. One community member that we interacted with told us that he didn't learn that 911 was a thing until he was 20 years old. And that was staggering to me.
It's a duty to go out to the community and really inform them about how the police operate here in America versus in their native countries. This
training is important. First off, it starts to develop their skills as police officers. It starts to develop their critical thinking skills. In many cases, it's the first opportunity that they've had as law enforcement officers to go out and engage in the community and actually find out what kinds of issues and challenges and problems that the communities face. I was very surprised at a lot of the young officers and the amount of dedication that they took, the time that they spent on their presentation. And again, these are small problems that they're trying to figure out. We're not asking them to go out and solve all the world's problems in one day, but just a small problem in one community over the period of time is going to result in a lot of small problems being solved.
I think it'll help us bridge the gap because they've seen us both as officers and they've seen us as people. And hopefully they feel, when they see a uniformed officer now, they'll feel more comfortable.
I am 100% positive that this will be definitely something that I will use. Definitely a training that is second to none.